village has secrets, but Odo-Aro had one secret that nobody dared to talk about. It was a river. Children never went there alone. Some said the river had eyes. Some said the river had hands. But only one thing was sure. If a child went too close, the river took them. One bright morning, a little girl named Kemi skipped towards the river with her calabash cup. She wanted to fetch water for her mother. Kemi was happy, singing, "Water for mama, water for mama." But the river stayed quiet, too quiet. Timi and Yaro were playing nearby when they heard Kemi scream. Ah! They ran to the river bank, but Kemi was gone. The water moved in circles, like something big had just swallowed her. Timmy grabbed Yaro's arm. "Did you see that?" Yaro's voice shook. "The river. It pulled her." Timmy wanted to shout. He wanted to run for help, but fear held his feet to the ground. Just then, a cold wind blew. The trees bent. The water rippled as if something under it was laughing. For the first time in his life, Timmy felt the river looking at him. By evening, the whole village gathered. Kemi's mother cried loudly. Father whispered in fear. Elders shook their heads. Another child gone. Timmy wanted to speak. He wanted to say he saw something, a shape, a hand. But he was scared no one would believe him. That night, he could not sleep. Each time he closed his eyes, he saw the river pulling Kemi down. Then he heard a whisper at his window. "Timmy! Timmy!" He sat up quickly, but no one was there. Only the sound of the river calling his name. The sun was low in the sky when Ayo sat alone outside his family hut. The evening breeze carried the smell of roasted maize. The children laughed in the distance, but Ayo did not feel like laughing. His mind was full of questions about the river, the strange river that swallowed Kiri's toy. The river elders fed. Mama noticed the worry on his face and sat beside him. "My son," she said gently, "why do you look like someone who lost a chicken?" Ayo sighed deeply. "Mama, why is the river dangerous? Why do children fear it? Why didn't the elders tell us what truly happened there?" Mama's eyes grew sad. She looked around to be sure no one was there. Then, in a soft whisper, she said, "Ayo, that river is not an ordinary river. Long ago, a powerful water spirit lived inside it. She protected our village. But one day, people forgot to honor her. They stopped giving thanks, they stopped respecting the river, and the spirit grew angry." Ayo's heart beat fast, angry enough to eat children. Mama nodded slowly. "Since then, anyone who gets too close disappears." Ayo shivered. But Mama wasn't finished. "The spirit is lonely. That is why you heard whispering. Spirits seek those who can hear them. You must stay away, Ayo." Ayo wanted to promise, but something inside him whispered, "What if she wants help? What if she's calling me for a reason?" Later that night, Ayo could not sleep. The moonlight shone through the window, and he kept hearing the river's voice in his mind. "Ayo! Ayo! Come!" He covered his ears, but he did not stop. Finally, he stood up. If the spirit is dangerous, he whispered to himself, "I must find out why. I must stop her before she hurt more children." He did not know that outside, hidden behind the bushes, the river spirit's glowing eyes were already watching him, and she was smiling. That night, the river was quieter than usual. No splashes, no frogs cooking, no wind blowing. It was as if the whole world was waiting. Ayo tiptoed out of his hut, holding a small palm leaf torch. The moon hung low, glowing like a giant eye. As he walked closer to the river, he felt the ground glow colder. Even the crickets stopped singing. Then he heard it. "Ayo!" The voice was soft, soft like wind brushing leaves. Ayo's feet trembled, but he kept walking. When he reached the riverbank, The water glowed faint blue. A slow swirl formed in the center, spinning like someone stirring a giant spoon in a pot. Suddenly, a figure rose from the water, tall, shiny, beautiful, and frightening. Her skin looked like liquid glass. Her hair flowed like waterfalls. Around her neck were thousands of cowries. Do not fear, the spirit said. I am Omiaje, guardian of this river. Hayo swallowed hard. Why do you take children? Her glowing eyes dimmed. I do not want to, but I must. The village broke the ancient promise. They forgot me. They threw death and waste into my body. They cut trees near my home. They no longer respect the river. Hayo stepped back, shocked. Omiaje continued, her voice shaking like thunder hiding in clouds. I hunger because they stopped feeding me with honor. They stopped giving thanks. If the children vanish, maybe the parents will remember. Hayo felt sadness instead of fear. But we are innocent, he said softly. We are only children. The spirit lowered her head. That is why I called you, Hayo. You hear me? You can save them. Hayo blinked. Me? Yes. Bring the village back to respect. Restore my honor, and I will return the missing children. Hayo's heart beat fast. He wanted to run. He wanted to cry. But he also wanted to help. What must I do? He whispered. Before she answered, a loud crack came from behind. A stick snapped. Footsteps rushed away. Someone had been watching. Hayo spun around quickly. Who is there? The bushes rustled again, then went silent. Umaji sank slowly back into the water, her body melting into the ripples. Someone heard everything, she warned. Be careful, Hayo. Not everyone will believe you. Some will fear you. Some will try to stop you. Hayo nodded and ran home, his toes shaking in his hand. The next morning, the whole village buzzed like angry bees. Someone had spread a rumor. Did you hear? Hayo was seen near the river last night. Is he talking to the river spirit? Maybe he is cursed. Maybe he is the one calling children to disappear. Hayo froze. The villager's eyes were sharp like knives. Even his friend Kiri avoided him. Mama rushed to him and pulled him close. Hayo, what did you do? Hayo tried to explain, but Mama held his mouth. Shh! Do not say such things where people can hear. They fear what they do not understand. Then the village chief, Baba Oguleye, walked towards them. His leopard skin wrapper dragged across the earth. His staff, decorated with feathers and cowries, tapped the ground like a drumbeat. Hayo, the chief said, come with me. Hayo's leg shook as if he followed him to the village square. The chief looked at him carefully. I know you were at the river. Tell me what you saw. Hayo gulped. He remembered the spirit's warning, but he also remembered the missing children. He took a deep breath. I saw the water spirit. She wants peace. She wants honor back. She wants us to respect the river again. Gasps filled the air. Some villagers shouted, he's lying. He's cursed. He should be punished. But the chief raised his hand. Silence. Then he turned back to Hayo. If what you say is true, you must prove it. Bring us a sign from the river by tomorrow. Hayo's heart dripped. Tomorrow? Just one day. If he failed, the village will cast him out, and the river will remain angry forever. Hayo sat outside his hut, hugging his knees. The chief's challenge was like a heavy stone on his chest. How can I bring a sign from the river? He whispered. As the stars appeared, He picked up a small calabash, an old gift from his grandmother. Then he walked to the river again. This time, the river spirit rose before he even spoke. "You look worried," she said. Ayo nodded. "The chiefs want a sign from you. If I fail, they will send me away." Omiaje hummed softly, her voice brushing the water like wind. "A sign? Yes, I can give one. But sign carry power, and power must cost something." Ayo blinked. "What must I give?" The spirit touched the water, and waves formed the shape of a drum. "You must promise to restore the ancient festival," she said. "The festival of rivers. Your people stopped celebrating it many years ago." Ayo frowned. "Festival? Dancing? Singing? Is that all?" The spirit's eyes grew serious. "To you, it is fun. To our spirit, it is life. Without honor, we fade." Ayo nodded firmly. "I promise." Omiaje smiled and reached into the river. When her hands rose, there was a glowing blue stone floating above her palm. "Take this to the chief," she said. "This light will show him I spoke to you." Ayo held the stone. It paused gently like a heartbeat. But then, boom! A large splash exploded behind him. The giant water creatures rose suddenly. Long arms, wide mouth, sharp water-formed teeth. Ayo screamed and stumbled back. "What is that?" Omiaje's face darkened. "A river demon. It woke because the balance is breaking." The demon rolled and pounded water. "Run, Ayo!" He ran as fast as he could, the glowing stone held tight in his hand. This was no longer about bringing a sign. This was about saving the whole village. Ayo raced into the village breathless. The blue stone glowed so bright that people woke from sleep, peeking through windows and doorways. Mama ran out first. "Ayo, what happened?" But Ayo didn't stop. He went straight to the chief's hut and knocked. The chief came out with a lantern. "You returned before sunrise. Did the river answer you?" Ayo opened his palm. The blue stone paused like a living heart. The chief gasped and stepped back. The lantern shook in his hand. "By the ancestor, this is a sacred water stone. The spirit truly spoke to you." Villagers gathered, whispering in shock. Ayo told the chief everything about the forgotten festival, the angry spirit, the promise, and the demon rising from the river. Some villagers trembled. Others covered their mouths. A few still didn't believe. One man shouted, "He is lying. That stone could be magic from witches." But suddenly the stone lifted into the air by itself. It spun slowly, glowing brighter and brighter until it filled the village square with blue light. Everyone fell silent. The chief raised his staff. "This is enough. The spirit calls us. We must listen." But someone in the crowd asked, "If the festival angered the spirit, why should we bring it back?" "No," Ayo said. "It is not anger. It is respect. We forgot. We disrespected the river." The chief nodded. "We'll prepare for the festival of rivers immediately. Ayo will guide us." The crowd murmured uncertainly, but the stone's glow kept them quiet. As everyone dispersed, Mama Ayo hugged Ayo. "I feared you would not return," she whispered. Ayo smiled weakly. "Mama, the river is only the beginning. There is a demon inside, a big one, and it is waking up." Mama's eyes widened. The festival was now their only hope. The village had not celebrated the festival of rivers for over 20 years. Most of the children had never even heard of it. Some adults barely remembered how it was done. But with danger rising, everyone came together. The chief gathered elders, drummers, dancers, and hunters. They cleaned the river path, sweeping away broke sticks and trash. Women decorated the trees with colorful clothes. Men carved wooden marks shaped like waves and fish. Hire walked among them, holding the glowing stone. It guided him, pulsing brighter whenever they did the right thing. Elder Mama Yeye approached him. Your father would be proud, she said softly. Ayo smiled shyly. He never knew his father well, but hearing that made his heart warm. Later, the drummer set up the talking drums. Dum, 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 da. The sound echoed through the forest. Kiri finally approached Ayo. I'm sorry I ran from you, he said. The whole village was scared. Ayo grinned. It is okay. By evening, color lamps lined the riverbank. Children wore beaded necklaces and grass skirts for dancing. Women painted white patterns on their arms. The smell of roasted fish and yam filled the air. But the river, it was restless. Waves lapped the shore harder than normal. The water glowed faintly, as if something deep inside was moving. Ayo walked to the edge. Spirit, he whispered, we are ready. Omiaje rose slowly, her face soft. You have done well, but the demons grow stronger. The festival must begin soon. Ayo's stomach tightened. Will the demon attack us? The spirit's eyes glowed. Yes, but through unity, you can defeat what fear cannot. The drums began. The dancers formed a circle. The festival started. Ayo took a deep breath. The battle between peace and destruction was about to begin. As the drums thundered and dancers twirled, the river began to shake. A deep rumble echoed from beneath. Children stopped dancing. Mothers pulled babies close. Hunters gripped their spears. Ayo stepped towards the water. Omiaje, is it time? The spirit rose quickly. Yes, the demon is awake. Before Ayo could respond, the river exploded upward. A massive figure formed from water, twice as tall as the tallest palm trees. Its mouth stretched wide, filled with spinning current like teeth. The crowd screamed and scattered. The demon roared and its voice shook the ground. Waves crashed over the festival decorations, sweeping marks, lamps and drums away. The demon swung an arm made of violent ties towards the villagers. Ayo shouted, Stop! The festival must continue. But fear froze everyone. Omiaje appeared before the demon, raising her glowing hands. Back, creatures! The demon snarled and struck her. She flew back into the rivers with a splash. Ayo gasped, No! The stone in his pocket glowed brighter than ever, burning hot. He pulled it out, and the blue light shot into the sky. Suddenly, the talking drums began playing on their own. Dun 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 da. The dancers felt moved without fear. The women sang ancient songs they didn't even remember learning. Ayo felt strength flowing into him through the stone. The demon roared again and tried to crush the drummers, but the music formed a shield of shimmering blue circles. Ayo shouted, Everyone keep dancing, keep singing. The spirit needs your strength. Kiri joined him, beating a small drum with shaking hands. Women raised their voices louder. Hunters stomped their feet in rhythm. Children clapped and sang. The festival awakened ancient power. The river began to glow, not with anger but with unity. The demon roared as cracks of light spread across its watery body. Ayo knew this battle was not over, but for the first time, the village was fighting together. The demon staggered as the villager voices shook the air. Ayo felt the stone pulsing in his hand like a second heart. Omiaje rose again, aglow brighter than before, healed by the power of unity. She floated beside Ayo. You did well, child. Now finish it. Ayo nodded nervously. But how? The stone carries the villagers' respect. You must return it to the river. Ayo looked at the worrying demon. But won't it stop me? The spirit smiled. Not if the village believes. Ayo turned to the villagers. Everyone helped me. The drummers beat harder. The singers raised their voices. Children jumped and clapped. Hunters stomped the ground like thunder. Ayo ran towards the demon. Each step was powered by hundreds of hearts beating with him. The demon swung its giant arm. Ayo ducked. The ground shook violently. He held the glowing stone. The demon rolled and prepared to crush him. Suddenly, Kiri ran beside him. Then two girls joined. The hunters, the mothers, the elders. The whole village ran forward behind him, shouting, "We spared the river! We spared the river!" The demon froze, confused by the sudden courage. Ayo leaped forward and threw the glowing stone into the river. The moment the stone touched the water, boom! A giant wave of blue light exploded outward, covering everything. The demon screamed as cracks of light split its entire body. It melted, piece by piece, into harmless water. The river became calm. Then, children who had disappeared began rising gently to the surface, carried by glowing bubbles. They were alive, unharmed as if sleeping. Their parents cried and rushed to embrace them. Umiaje bowed her head. The river remembers respect. I am at peace. Ayo felt tears fall down his cheeks, not from fear but from joy. The festival drums continued into the night. The village was whole again. Thank you for watching this folktale from our African world of magic and mystery. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe and share so more people can discover our channel. More powerful stories of spirits, courage and ancient secrets are coming your way. Stay close because the next story may be even deeper than this river. See you in the next episode.